Hey, this is Murray Campbell. This is the Sprint 7 video report. My chair is really creaky, so forgive me for those random noises. So this week's sprint essentially was focused around getting multiple waves, like fully functional, and getting the HUD display up. I didn't get to any of the optional stuff this week, but I managed to get all of this done, so let's take a look at that. I'm going to pull up the game quickly. Let me just turn down the volume. So, I have waves in, I got the HUD, score updates when I kill things. That basically that's all there is to it. Yeah. So I handle the I used the font stuff from the example project and basically just brought all of that in here, but then had to do some different stuff to get it to work with my grid manager. I wanted to have the text done in the grid manager because things like the centipede and the flea need to have a knowledge of whether or not a mushroom or like a text item, an object, is in a cell. And I thought, well, why not do that just by pinging the grid manager like they do with the mushrooms? So I added a bool flag in my grid space struct that basically just it's true if there is text in there and false otherwise. So that works fine. It's all good. I have this function that sets up the score text for the score and the high score, and I can basically do one of these for any UI element that involves text. I still need to get the life sprites up to show how many player lives there are, but that'll be pretty simple, and I'll be able to do that over the next week. So let's see. My score manager is it's basically a singleton that anything can call. So when certain well, actually, here's the important thing. So, yeah, did I do this in here? Okay, I didn't. But anyways, each critter, like each centipede part, when it gets hit by a bullet, it'll call into the score manager and say hey, set the score to a new score value, and it'll give the score value based on what it is. And I do the calculations for the player and the spider in the wave manager, because the wave manager has a reference to the spider and the player. And I can have just one of these because there's only ever one of them on the screen at one time. And that's all good. Got a lot of functions in this wave manager, but that's okay because it's kind of the core of the whole game. I definitely need to get factories working for all of my critters and the centipede and stuff like that, and I haven't done that, and that's really bad. So I should definitely make that a focus over the next week when I'm tightening things up and making the finishing touches to this game. I want to at least hopefully get this done by next week or a little bit after. I don't want to be working on it right up to the end. But yeah, that's basically how this is looking right now. Everything's going well. Things are a lot easier to implement now that I'm out of the whole centipede nonsense. And I'm finding that I'm actually very glad that I set up this grid manager system in the beginning. I know some people don't have a set grid manager or whatever. I'm very happy with it because I can leverage it to make calculations and whatnot it's like so much easier. So I'm like really glad that I did that. But anyways, that's basically it for this week.